lock into today, because one of the reasons that this Birmingham team had lost those few games in the middle of the season is that they are not good on third down and they're not good rushing the quarterback. And so there will be opportunities for Jalen McClendon to use his legs today.
It'll be Columbus ball to start things off, and from the 2-yard line, a little slip before plowing forward on the return, and that stymied Jalen Moore's efforts. He's down at the 22-yard line, and here comes Jalen McClendon, not only doing it with his arm, but he does it with his legs better than any quarterback in the UFL this season. You see what he did last week against the Battlehawks.
And every single week that we get to see Jalen McClendon play, he just gets a little bit better. Did not have a ton of starts coming into this year. He only had about 13 starts in his previous 7 years of football, and here he is, and he's finally got the reins as a starter, and he has taken advantage of it, yes, with his legs, but also in terms of his completion percentage. Last week, 71% on the year, 69%. He's done a nice job.
And he'll throw on first down, wants the screen to Lovett, and Lovett with a little bit of a stumble, breaking tackles, and John Lovett, good run after catch, picks up good yardage on first down. With Columbus on offense, Joel, who are your players to watch?
It's those backs. John Lovett got the screen right. There's Zaquandre White. He makes a lot of people miss. In fact, he leads the UFL, forcing 16 missed tackles on the year. Watch out for those guys. And then on defense for this Birmingham team, you got Tay Crowder, you've got Kavai Tazino. These two guys are each coming into this ballgame with 53 tackles. It's tied for second in the UFL this year, and they need to be around the football a lot, in particular against this ground game. How about this formation? A little creativity from Todd Haley.
We've got our tackles spread out wide either side, and the toss to Toa Taua. And Taua ends up about a yard shy of the first down. So we're seeing a little bit of a different formation early for the offensive coordinator, Todd Haley.
Yeah, but it produces a third and short. That's exactly what Todd Haley wants to see.
See, Todd Haley, we were talking about his run game with him this week, and he said, we're just old schooling it up. And he said it with such fervor and such excitement. You know he's loving the way they're running the football.
A lot of pride in being able to control the line of scrimmage, control the time of possession, and they've been able to do that, in particular in those wins.
And they cash in on third down here, 3rd and 1. Looking for room. Is it Zaquandre White? And there's Tay Crowder. You talked about him a moment ago, and Crowder delivers on 3rd and short.
These linebackers are just so aggressive. Watch them fill right here in the middle of the line of scrimmage. Tazino, 31, he's in there. Crowder, he's able to get himself free. Nice tackle for loss, and on the first 3rd down of the game, Birmingham's defense, which came in last in the league in 3rd down defense, they get a stop right out of the gate.
Brad Robbins to punt it away. So Birmingham's defense gets the stop, 4th and 5, and Columbus to punt. Pressure up the middle. Robbins got hit as he punted on 4th and 5. Barber trying to get to the edge, but that flag is down, and this may mean new life for Columbus on offense.
Yeah, there's no doubt. There was some big contact in the backfield with Robbins, and I thought it was even plant leg. You know, this could be 15, and it will be.
The kicker, receiving team, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
You see right there, you go into the plant leg like that, Davis hits that left leg. If you take that plant leg away from a punter, that's definitely going to be a personal foul. Too aggressive right there. That's not the time of the game you're looking for a block. I know he got himself free, but you just can't make that mistake. And Columbus right back on the field offensively. And again, Birmingham's defense, it's not their specialty, Kev, to get those 3rd down stops. They're able to get one on the first series, and then they're right back on the field. That is not what you want to see.
Well, and for a defense that struggles against the run, you're playing with fire when you throw the best rushing offense in the UFL back out there again. First down, here's Zaquandre White trying to get free. And look at that swarm of Stallions. Crowder right in the mix again with Isaiah Greenbank.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
There, he won't get penalized. He's in your way, let me know, I'll get him out.
All right. A.J. McCarron working the officials right away, but if I'm A.J. McCarron in this defense, led by Kevin Schur,
Here you go.
I'm committing a lot of resources to stop the run. You know that Columbus has to run the football to be effective, and it's not like they take shots down the field. In fact, Jalen McClendon is only 1 for 11 on throws of 20 or more yards. So this is clearly a game where you want to commit resources to stop the run.
To the ground they go again with Koatawa, and stopping the run once more. Coming up from the secondary is Stephen Gilmore to make a good open field tackle.
And these secondary players, and you see it right here from Stephen Gilmore, they're going to have to commit early to the run game. And Gilmore coming from that corner position, they're running a too-high look, which means he's the support player as the corner, and he immediately gets in there. And that's a nice stop on second down. This is not where Columbus wants to live. 3rd and 10. This is not their specialty right here.
No, very difficult down the distance for Jalen McClendon. 3 receivers to the top of the screen on 3rd and 10. McClendon looking that direction, throws it short. Nowhere to go, though, for Antoine Wells. Talk about 2 good defensive series for the Birmingham Stallions. They get the stop, and now they overcome the penalty and get a stop again.
Well, they were just playing to tendencies right there. Great call defensively for Birmingham. They're dropping back into a big zone coverage, eyes in the backfield on the quarterback, and allowing McClendon to throw that ball short, which he wants to do, and then rally up to make the tackle.
Robbins will punt once more.
Honestly, couldn't even tell because you got it.
Jabri Barber, the deep man for Birmingham.
I know.
Barber, fair catch called for and made near the 12, and that's where DTR and the Stallions.
It's a belief that this team has in him. It's the energy that he infuses. You watch him run around, and I'm going to draw your attention to even in plays where he doesn't have the football. He hands it off. He's out there trying to block, run around. That type of energy and joy, it has just changed this offense completely since the half point of the season.
When we sat down with him earlier this week, we asked him about the evolution of his team. He said, look, meetings matter, practices matter, walkthroughs really matter. Raising the bar at practice has paid dividends for this team, and A.J. McCarron talked about the same thing. 3 weeks ago, they really changed the tenor of their practices, and DTR's been a big part of that.
What's that?
2nd and 5. Pressured and on the run. DTR looking for the first down yardage, and he'll get it. As we welcome back in Jenny Taft on the sideline.
Well, it's so interesting because Joel just mentioned there that energy DTR brings to this group. I was here for his first start with the Stallions. The difference in the way he was able to lead this group, the sideline energy. And you know, when we talked to him this week, it was all about his journey. And I said, what are you most proud of? He said, I've always done it my way. I believe in the prep. You guys said that. But it is on display in the way he's leading this group. And, of course, this offense. It's been crucial to have DTR.
Well, and they've responded, and that's been the most impressive thing to watch, Joel. We saw this team very early in the season, and it didn't look like the Birmingham team we've become accustomed to seeing in the UFL in years past.
Yeah, and you saw an example right there. You see him, he's right in there in the scrum, you know, trying to help out his back. And here's the thing. When you're the leader of the team and you're the quarterback and you're giving maximum effort all the time, everybody else's expectation is that they give maximum effort. A.J. McCarron knows that. This is a who has a quarterback, won national championships. He understands that the bar for the offense and the expectation is held in the leadership. It's held with number 2. And as he plays well, everyone else is expected to play well.
Pressure comes, and he gets rid of it a little earlier than perhaps he wanted. He had that backside pressure. Looked like Ron Stone Jr. was about to get to him as he threw that ball.
Yeah, he let go of this a little early, but also watch Tony Fields, number 1. Okay, so Tony Fields, he's right back there, the linebacker, and he just gets a little bit of a chip on the tight end as Jordan Thomas is trying to get across the middle. That disrupts the timing just a little bit, and that's what causes the incompletion.
Yeah, go to 1. Monday, sit up. Hey, what's that?
3rd and 4. On top he goes for David Davis and a first down.
This is great timing.
Good job, boys.
So he understands where he wants to go with the football right now, and he just gets it out of his hand immediately. Doesn't really worry about that corner on the outside. He knows that he's got a completion as long as it's on time, and it was. And Dawood Davis is able to corral that one. And they've got a first down. Good third down conversion right there for DTR in this Stallions offense.
13-yard gain, takes it to the 43 in a first down. And looking for a little room up the middle and finding 3 yards is Snoop Connor, and it's 2nd and 7.
DTR through 3 weeks, and that by far leads them over those 3 games.
88 yards per game since DTR arrived as he goes up top and looking in the general area of the man we're talking about, Jaden Mickens. He can't connect.
Well, as soon as he sees man-to-man coverage, he's going to the guy that he trusts most to win, but this is just really good coverage out of the slot. You see right here, that's Kendrick Whitehead, and he gets away with a little bit of a grab, and you can tell Jaden Mickens wanted a flag but didn't get it. Captain Mutterlin, the defensive coordinator over here for Columbus. This is a group right now that is really good against the pass. Number 1 in the UFL defending the pass, but they are last against the run. So we'll see if Birmingham can get some run game going here today.
3rd and 7. Pressure up the middle. DTR just hoisting it downfield, looking for his man Mickens, and that pass is intercepted. He heaved it up with pressure in his face, and DJ Miller Jr. has his 2nd pick of the year.
He had pressure right in his face. You can tell DTR trying to backpedal, and he just tries to give his receiver, Jaden Mickens, a chance at a 50-50 ball down the field, and you can tell Mickens just lost his footing. DJ Miller comes up with the pick. What a huge stop here for Columbus early.
Come on. Yeah, come on.
So we going from the 40s.
Now, we may have a flag down on this play, a late penalty flag for illegal contact, which may erase the whole thing.
Way downfield.
The only way he could have got that.
What number did you have?
21.
I said 21, but it wasn't 21. It was further up in the route. I said the wrong number. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll try to get a number.
He said he got the wrong number. He said it was further up in the route.
Throw it! Don't put it in your pocket. Throw it! Come on now, y'all can't be rushing that. Look. Hey. What happened on the protection? What we got?
Let's make sure. Let's get them back. We don't have a timeout, guys. Let's go.
Come on, man.
Let's go. Get them back and let's go. Let's go.
This is what they're looking at, is the illegal contact right there.
We need a number.
We need a number.
Michael Lawson.
41 is the number. 41 is the number. 41.
Here we go.
I don't know that. Hey,
JC, we good. You out of there. Let's go.
He wants to challenge.
Let me know when we're good.
Thinking about challenge.
Coach. But they caught it on 41.
He said challenge it, coach.
It's on 41, not 21.
Challenge it, coach. She was there, challenge it. She was there, challenge it.
So they call it on Lawson,
There
and it's
you go.
first down at the 49.
There you go.
And the
There you
challenge
go.
has been thrown on the other sideline now.
Well, you heard Captain Mutterlin say, no, he was in the blitz, but he was definitely not. Lawson, 41, was definitely in coverage. And
Columbus head coach is challenging the ruling on the
wide
field
receiver.
that there was illegal contact by number 41 of the defense.
All right, James, I'm going to leave it open. We do have contact downfield. 41 is going to extend his arms and create contact, but in order for it to be illegal contact, the quarterback has to have the ball in the pocket. So we're just going to go back to the timing of it and look at my all 22. When that contact occurs, the ball's already out. So we don't have illegal contact, James. We're going to pick up the flag, and it is an interception. The result of the play is an interception for Columbus, and we'll put the ball down at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10.
Okay, thank you. After video review, act on the field. The result of the play was an interception by Columbus. They will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Well, that was created by the pressure. And here's the turnover, the pick down the field. Great job by DJ Miller coming off of that outside route. And he just fell right underneath the ball. And Columbus has struggled to generate takeaways this year. Only 5 in the first 7 games is something that they desperately needed to do. Here's the pressure right in the face of DTR. You can see he was unable to get anything on that ball. And DJ Miller, beautiful job, falling off onto that route and then just right hand corrals that ball, brings it in for the interception. That's a great play.
Here you go.
Captain Munnerlyn convincing Ted Ginn Jr. to throw that challenge flag, and it pays off for the first down. Now nowhere to go on first down for John Lovett. Tackle made by Trey Norwood, and it's second down.
So they are living in the backfield right now. This Birmingham defense, 2 tackles for loss on that opening series. There's that Columbus defense. They got to feel good about
First down.
getting that takeaway again. They've only had 5 so far on the season. So to get their 6th right there, that's a big one. And DTR knows that he's looking for a bit of a 50-50 catch from Mickens. Lost his footing and got the pick.
Clendon, short toss to Lovett out of the backfield. Motors close to a first down. Looks like he's a yard short, and it'll bring up 3rd and 1. They had 3rd and 1 on the previous drive, and they got stuffed in the backfield by Crowder.
Big club eggs, big club eggs. Here you go. Hey, 0 low Zach. Oh.
So 3rd and 1.
Here you go. Set. 180. What's that?
Play action. McClendon jumps it over the middle. Big man is open. It's Chris Glazer. All the way to the 45. The 306-pounder rumbling for a first down.
What a great formation here. He's lined up as a tight end, okay? So here he is right here. And watch him hide, and then he just is out into the route. And then he catches the ball beautifully for the big man. I tell you, that is what gets the sideline going, right? You got a big man catch for a first down. Good play call right there. Great design by Todd Haley. Execution from Chris Glazer. Guys, he's 306 pounds. It's hard to hide at 306, and he did it.
He got low. That's all you got to do. Toatawa cuts into Birmingham territory and a first down at the 40-yard line as we check in with Jenny.
Well, gotta love that from Chris Glazer. I know you mentioned 300 pounds there. Well, I was told to be ready for that. He is the Swiss Army knife of this group. So who cares if he's a little bit bigger? He's making it work at tight end as well. He's the guy they're going to go to, and trust me, everyone loved it from this sideline.
Oh, how could they not? Anytime you get a big man running on any play, that you're fired up.
Here you go. Set.
From the 39-yard line on first down. McClendon under pressure, in trouble, able to sneak free, and positive yardage for the best rushing quarterback in the UFL, Jalen McClendon.
Yeah, and Kevin Scherer has got to be frustrated because he had Lucas Dennis in the backfield, the nickel back on a blitz, and he had
me.
The quarterback, using his legs, gets to the edge, and he's upended with a first down near the 25. Little conversation afterwards with Ryan Cooper, who made the tackle.
We saw that last week. Morton came in and had a nice 15-yard touchdown run. Running, essentially quarterback run game here, and that's what he's in to do. He's a big guy. He's 225 pounds. He's 6'4".
He stays in, and he keeps it again, and Morton pounds his way to the 22-yard line of Birmingham.
Yeah, this is what Todd Haley wants to do. Now they're trying to get that tempo established, the run game established. We've seen the short completions. Those have been a staple of this Columbus offense. McClendon, who's now back in the ball game, he's on a hot start, 6 for 6. He leads the UFL in completion percentage, just under 70%. But only one of those completions kept to a wide receiver. Is that 3rd and short to Juice Wells. A lot of things to the back. And then, of course, Chris Glazer, the big one on 3rd down.
Here's Tawa from the fullback spot. And a 3rd and 2 coming up for Todd Haley in this offense.
Flip it. Here you go. Hey, fake the true stuff strong. Black Cowboy H orbit. Monday, ready? That's all. Yeah, you going on the side. Here you go.
Andre White in the backfield.
180! What's that?
Tame Martin in motion on 3rd and 2. And it's intercepted. He threw it right into the crowd and right into the hands.
Another cadence.
We're good, we're good.
There he goes.
Let us set.
2nd and 8 out of an empty backfield. He'll throw over to the right side and incomplete.
10. We got train left, Figgy, 62 pressure, Y thumb, H burst.
Here we go.
Train left, Figgy, 62 pressure,
Train
Y
left,
thumb,
Figgy,
H
62.
burst.
Pressure, Y thumb, H burst. I'm already. Hey, Ross. In. Yeah. Sit up. Hey, what's that?
Jenkins in motion. 3rd and 8. Pressure again. Ball is out. Loose ball on the field, and it's covered up by Noah Henderson of Birmingham.
Before lined up at right tight end.
Catch from that position earlier today. A little slip by Zaquandre White. Got his balance back and picks up 9, and the ball is out, but he's down before it comes out. Recovered by Birmingham.
Ruling on the field, except the runner was down by contact.
There's your extra offensive lineman right there. That's Chris Glazer, so he's lined up at tight end. You're trying to create extra gaps with that 6th offensive lineman out there. You've also got a tight end on the field. Clearly down. There's the knee down. Still control the football. Good call by the official. But trying to get that ground game. That's the old school that he's talking about there, Kev. Extra O-lineman out there. Trying to force this Birmingham defense to get big and defend the run.
Now offset backs on 2nd and 1 with Tawa at the fullback spot. And the hand to White. And Zaquandre White on top of it at the 33-yard line with a 1st down.
Yeah, it looks like he dropped that right at the line of scrimmage. That's always a dicey one. They're pitching it, but it's an inside pitch, not to the outside. And you can tell he gets control of that ball, and then there it gets knocked out. What a fortunate bounce for Columbus. He's able to get right back on that football, and they retain possession.
Monday, here you go.
Good strip by Olakule Fatukasi to get that ball out.
Turnovers have been a huge problem for this Columbus team all year long. They're -7 in the turnover margin, last in the league, but they did get that takeaway earlier today.
Big toss, McClendon digging for the sideline, and McClendon, instead of throwing it away, will just duck out of bounds, and he's going to lose 2 yards.
Yeah, can't do that. You know, once you're out of the pocket, there's no reason to take the negative yardage play there. You just throw that ball up into the 18th row. Doesn't even matter. So a bit of a mistake there from McClendon. Looks like he thought he could get the edge, just couldn't get there.
Second and 11. Just a couple of minutes going by in the second quarter.
Nasty, Black Mike, stutter, ready? Stutter, Black Mike.
Remember, Columbus across the midfield stripe. There's a punt is no longer an option for the Aviators.
Here you go, Sam! 180! What's hot?
2nd and 11. Good patience in the backfield by John Lovett. There wasn't much there when he got that handoff, and he ends up picking up a yard or 2.
Good block by Toa Tawa. He's lined up at fullback, and he just got enough of Trey Norwood. Trey Norwood is a really good player. He's the strong safety for this Birmingham team, number 21, and he lives in the backfield. He was a 7th-round pick by the Steelers back in 2021. He's certainly a guy you've got to account for in your run schemes because he is constantly near the line of scrimmage.
Aaron Montero ran into the game, now at right guard on 3rd down and 7. McClendon looking over the middle, complete. Wells with a 1st down. Antoine Wells able to find the yardage needed for the 1st, and Columbus keeps this drive moving.
Well, you got to know Columbus is going to throw this ball short. I mean, that's what they do. They live in these little routes, and this is a bit of a snag route right here.
Here you go.
And he's able to get into the middle. That's too much depth from the linebacker. You've got to understand where you are, and that's Johnson, number 54, gave too much depth, and that allows Juice Wells to get that catch and run for the 1st down.
Down at 10 at the 22
Hey,
yard line.
no. Here you go, set. Wipe it. 180. What's up?
London on first down over the middle. He slips that one beyond the reach of Gunnar Oaks. To Zeno in coverage, and it's second down.
So this is more like it. So on the last play, you saw Johnson get too much depth, but watch Tezino here. This is how you play as a linebacker, in particular when you know they want to throw it short. He gets no depth. He catches that route right away, and then that's a tough completion for the quarterback. Kevin Sharp certainly going to lean on guys like Tezino, Tay Crowder. They've got to do a great job in pass defense, not getting depth, knowing that McClendon wants to throw that ball under 10 yards.
180. What's up?
Second and 10. McClendon pressured. Isaiah Green-Bay got yanked down. This play's coming back for a hold as McClendon motored for what would be first down yardage without the hold.
You gotta be holding on defense, right?
Always hold it. 75, always hold it.
30.
No, they didn't. 75, hold it.
Couple of flags out. There's definitely an offensive hold. Maybe a defensive.
Offset him.
Okay.
Yep, offsetting penalties.
You know better than that.
There were 2 fouls on the play, one by each team. Offense, number 75. Holding, defensive end. Those fouls offset. Second down.
It's offset, you said, right?
Whatever.
So back to second and 10.
Hold on.
There you go. Hey, 0 plus slide. 176 tank. Monday, ready? 0 plus.
Hey, go.
Here you go. Set. You going out? 180. What's up?
Play action. McClendon in trouble. Down he goes. That pocket collapsing quickly, and Isaiah Coe with his second sack of the year.
Boy, he was in there quickly, wasn't he? That is a great rush from the interior of the defensive line, and Coe was a midseason signing by this Birmingham team, and watch him just get right up the field. Beautiful work on the guard. And Montero, number 67, just could not get in front of him, and he got to McClendon before McClendon had any chance in the backfield.
53,
Well, when he
3-man block.
re-signed with A.J. McCarron Stallions, we talked with A.J. McCarron about him. He said, the thing I love about Isaiah is he understands his why. He understands why he's doing this.
That's a
play clock
game.
gets down to 0.
Delay game, 8. No the clock now. Another clock, 8.
Delay of game.
You know me, bro.
Offense, 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
Well, they can't punt, obviously, across the 50, and so you're starting to think about field goal range, and they waived their kicker, Ryan Coe, who was only 5 of 9 on the year. So they've got a new kicker, Jonah Dalmas is in. He played his college ball at Boise State, long of 56, so they're in his range.
Yes.
The wind is at their back, so there's Dalmas trying to get a few more yards here for his attempt.
180. What's up?
On 3rd and 23. Short toss to White with the field goal in mind, and he's out of bounds at the 30. So you're looking at roughly a 48-yard try for the debut of Jonah Dalmas, who was brought in with the release of Ryan Coe, and the all-time leading scorer of Boise State football will make his way out for his UFL debut.
He's a good kicker. Grows a semifinalist twice, but you're signed in the middle of the week, and you run out there, and it's like, all right, here we go. Got to impress your new teammates.
32 for 39 in his career in college from 40-plus yards. 93 made field goals in his career. The former walk-on lines it up from 48, and that field goal is right down the middle with
space for you as a quarterback to step up. And I will say, when you got a head coach that also played the position, I would assume, and you heard him talking about it, you're going to get some short throws, some screens, and try to help out DTR not throwing the football down the field. Here's the pressure that he's been under. This is a blitz from Columbus, and they're able to get home. DTR, pressure right in his face here. This is just a 4-man rush, and this is what I was talking about. So unable to get up into the pocket because of all that pressure, and then it's a quick loop, that quick pressure from the outside. And Habo was able to get that ball and knock it out of DTR's hands. So look for some quicker pass game here, some screens, something to take advantage of that aggressive rush of Columbus.
Hey, easy, hey, sky left, F flip right. Sky left, hey, F flip right. Sit up! Hey, what's that?
From the 16 on first down. There's that quick toss you were talking about, and it's Mickens in open space. Mickens across the 35 and down to the 40-yard line. Good start for Birmingham. The short toss, and let Mickens do the rest for 23.
But first you got to have eyes going this way to create some defensive movement. So watch this defense just go a little bit to the left side, and then DTR goes back to Mickens on the right side. That's exactly what they needed to do right there, get the ball out of his hands, get aggressive against that rush that has been fierce so far from Columbus.
Hey, what's that?
To the sidelines, another quick toss. This is David Davis, or rather Deion Kane, and Kane with the catch down at the 45 and a flag.
Hey, they'll do it all game, bro. Hey, 11-11.
He was throwing him way back here.
11-11.
During the run, personal foul, face mask, defense, number 24, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, first down.
Elijah Blades with the face mask on. Deion Kane.
Boys. This is where we get him right here.
Another quick pass, Kev, getting the ball out of your quarterback's hands.
Hey, jingle right, Z orbit, arc, 5 dog, I'm already. Monday, sit up. Hey, what's up?
39 on first down. DTR on the keep, and he'll pick up 2 as we listen to Tyler Siski's second down call.
We're going to go Dolphin left, 61 pressure, cross, H burst. Dolphin left, 61 pressure, cross, H burst.
I'm the dummy, ready? Yeah, H burst. Sit up! Hey, what's the high? Yep. Orlando, set!
DTR got a man open. There's Davis with the catch. Ducks out of bounds near the 20-yard line.
Good route right here from Dawood Davis. He gets to that corner, and there's just not enough depth from the nickelback, Kendrick Whitehead, who gets stuck underneath that route, and that's a beautiful throw from DTR to Davis. And they're finally now moving the ball and keeping some of that pressure at bay. Get a couple of quick completions out of the hand of your quarterback, and then you come back, you get the ball down the field.
Snoop Connor with the carry, and he'll pick up 2 just inside the 18.
Left.
DTR, I've never seen a quarterback that loves to get into the run blocking more than DTR. He wanted Snoop Connor to bounce out to the left so he could throw a block.
He's got vision and eyes on everybody out there.
He's coming, sit up! He's here. Hey, what's that?
2nd and 7, 4-man pressure. He'll throw, slipped a little bit as he set. A flag down as well. The catch made, and Davis Price down 3 yards short.
I think they're going to get a defensive holding here.
Cover us.
Justin Ross was trying to get loose, and he was held.
Banks first down.
This is on Blades again. Yeah, Elijah Blades.
Correction, second down.
And then there's that hold right there on the waist, and Ross was unable to get loose. Good call by the official, and a first down here for Birmingham. Good series here, and answering that pressure. They had struggled protecting the passer, and they've done a great job on this series. A.J. McCarron, again, when you got a head coach, though, as a former quarterback, he knows what number 2 needs. And they went right to that quick game, and then now they've been able to move the football.
What's that?
Yeah, you expected to see it. You've seen just that. This time Davis Price goes nowhere. In fact, he'll lose a yard on the play. Excellent penetration up the field quickly. Fred Tompkins also in there. Celestin Haba.
We're here on the side. Ain't no way. Hey, come on.
there's an injured player, so a timeout on pass, but Rain off the field now. And so that changes things up. New center on the field and Noah Johnson.
Yeah, and you always got to be aware of that center quarterback exchange.
What's that?
2nd and 11. Quick toss and nowhere to go for Jordan Thomas. So now 3rd and long for Birmingham.
Top two, yeah. Hey, come on, get on. Hey, he's falling off late. Hey, here we go, hold on. Good job, baby. Good job, baby. Good job. Here we go, train left. Good job. 62 crusty fade on the dummy, ready? Let's go. They're going to 2. Sit up. Hey, Just. Yeah. Hey, what's the hard? Oh, he moved.
Little movement up front.
On defense, huh?
False start. Offense. For 13, number 68. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Hold on. Hey, good job. Hey, because if I would have did it, they
We got a couple of guys. This is Zach Johnson in there, the left guard. There's that little movement right there. Ron Stone, 56, comes across the line of scrimmage, pointing it out.
It's going to be a handoff. Hey, you guys got to go now. Yep. Sit on. Hey, what's up? Go.
3rd and 18, the draw play for Snoop Connor, and he gets yardage to the 18-yard line, and Birmingham will bring the field goal unit out with Anders
I got to go
Carlson.
now. Damn. It's this close. Oh, my God. Would have had 13 running. One ass like, come on, guys. You can't jump off sides there. We got too many. There we go.
So the field goal try for Carlson, who since he arrived is 3 for 4. This from 36 yards.
Boys. We had 13 running.
And the 36-yard try is fading left, and it's no good. And Burr playoff spots. First down and 10 from the 26 after the missed field goal. Columbus with the lead and the ball. And the pitch to Tawa. And Tawa to the 29, a pickup of 3 as we check in with Jenny Taft.
Well, somewhat expected, but yes, some frustration from the Stallions sideline right now. And I know it's May. I know we're in Birmingham, Alabama, but Kevin, Joel, it's warm down here. The turf brings so much more heat. Some of these players telling me it is by far the warmest game they have played in all year. So just something to keep in mind with those injuries piling up. It is hot. We're hanging in there, and they're trying to find some kind of spark here.
85 degrees, humidity well above 50%. In other words, May in Birmingham, not comfortable. 2nd and 7. The quick toss to Lovett. And he's a yard short of the first down. So another 3rd and 1, Joel, for Columbus. And now we've got a little bit of pushing and shoving. Matt Farniok ends up without a helmet on at the end of the play.
I think there's a flag down as well, and another
Chris, you good?
injury on the field.
Hey, Ryan. Hey, Z.
And that's after. So we're going to count it down. Okay.
They love.
After the play, there were 2 fouls on the play, 1 by each team. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 20. Also personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 71 offense. Those fouls were all set. Down count. 3rd down. Correction, 1st down.
It's Chris Glazer who caught the pass earlier, but they're tending to on the field.
Yeah, and as Jenny told us earlier, the Swiss Army knife for this group, you know, one of the most valuable offensive linemen. Here's Glazer, 64 right there. And he just gets tripped up right there, goes down hard on that left side. right on that left shoulder.
All right, come on, hold on.
Getting taken out from under him. Again, he's 306 pounds, so going down with all of that weight, and then the extracurricular at the end. Down count, so just short of the first down. 3rd and 1 here. Again, Birmingham has struggled on 3rd down this year, guys. They're last in the league getting off the field. They've done it a couple of times so far today. Can they get another stop?
Columbus just 2 for 6 on 3rd down in this first half. This is their 3rd and 1. McClendon to throw on 3rd and 1. It's complete. It's a first down. It's Wells, and Wells down to the 41-yard line. A pickup of 6, and that'll move the chains.
And again, it's the short completion. You know, we see this time and time again from this Columbus team. Just an easy little hook route, and there's just too much space right there. Trey Norwood, 21, he's trying to come up and defend that route. But on short yardage, you've got to be up right in the face of those wide receivers. They get a free release, and it's Wells with a catch and a first down for Columbus.
No scramble. Zero half flank. Zero half flank. Black Blaney, F throwback. Money, ready? Come on.
Trying to get one more play off, perhaps before the 2-minute warning. Going to be Joel Clapp, Jenny Taft on the sideline, Dean Blandino in our Rules Center. I'm Kevin Kugler. First down and 10. McClendon in trouble. Down he goes. He tried to slam on the brakes, and he looked up, and right in his face was Kobe Jones.
Kobe Jones is just a tremendous rush, and you're trying to block that defensive end with the tight end. That is not going to work out well for you as an offense. And Gunnar Oaks, number 84, just gets run by. McClendon is trying to get a little half roll. He's barely at the back of his drop back. And there's the rush from Kobe Jones.
Monday.
And now 2nd down and 20. Back at the 31.
180.
McClendon skips that one in front of his intended target, Jalen Moore. And now 3rd and 20. The clock stops with 1:16 to go. And all of a sudden, Birmingham's thinking about putting points on the board before halftime.
Yeah, big incompletion there because that saves the timeout for Birmingham. If you complete that short in this long yardage situation, Birmingham probably takes the timeout to save the possession. Now remember, this Columbus team, they took the kick to begin the game, and so Birmingham trying to get this ball back, trying to go down and get a score before half, and then get the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
Save. 180. Watch out.
Got the snap off and the handoff to Zaquandre White. And White stacked up at the 36-yard line, and Birmingham will use their first timeout to stop it with 1:11 to play until halftime.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed. The pressure from Kobe Jones. You get an incompletion and a stop, get a timeout. Now they'll have 2 timeouts. They'll have just over a minute after this punt. It's a good defensive series there for Birmingham. Really good rush from Kobe Jones. That's what set up the entire set of downs there.
Here we go, boys. Everything's on Orlando. Everything's on Orlando. Everything's on
Birmingham
Orlando.
with a chance, Joel, to double up here. If they can put points on the board, they're going to get the football to start the 2nd half. So a golden opportunity for A.J. McCarron's team if they can string something together late before halftime.
Yeah, and remember, the clock is going to stop on first downs. It's the college rules here with the game clock, and so DTR is going to have the ability to go down the field. And sometimes these 2-minute situations, exactly what an offense needs to get into rhythm. And in particular, from a quarterback standpoint, you get out there and you're a little bit more free. You can cut it loose.
Barber over the shoulder catch with the fair catch at the 10-yard line. They'll spot him.
Good thing to get to the half.
I mean, I will say, when you showed us that, Jenny, it only said 127.6. So I mean, that seems like nothing. No, that seems like nothing here. 142. All right, okay, I see.
This is hard-hitting journalism.
That's it.
It is. This is good stuff right here.
I'm keeping you guys posted.
If you lay down on the turf, it's 142 degrees.
My goodness.
Look at these guys came prepared.
Yeah, they did.
Drop right, split 4 dogs.
Jenny's a trooper, though. Trust me. We've done a couple of games in September in Austin, Texas, that they were right up there in the 140, 150 on the turf. So Jenny's made for this.
No, there's no question. We would choose no one else to be on the field on a 142-degree turf day today. Birmingham content to just get into the locker room after that punt, and now we've got a whistle and a stoppage before a 3rd and 5.
Well, yeah, if you're Columbus, force them to punt. You never know what could happen here. Obviously, they're going to be punting into the wind. Maybe you can get a block. So a nice timeout there, looks like, from Ted Ginn.
First charge time of the half, Columbus, 30 seconds.
Try to get a stop here and at least force them to punt.
Please put 14 seconds back on the clock. 14 seconds on the clock. Thank you.
Whoever said that live. Hey, let's go, dude!
Keeping it light on comms today for Columbus. 3rd and 5 coming up.
Hey, big go. 5 dogs, come under center. Protect yourself, please. Protect yourself, fellas.
Everybody
dog left, 5 dog.
preparing for the heat.
Here we go. Oh, where you going? Yeah, go to 1. Sit! Hey! What's up?
On 3rd and 5, and nowhere to go up the middle. And Columbus will use a second timeout of
this because, listen, even if you rough the punter and they get a first down, I mean, like, who cares? It's not like you're going to give up a scoring play here. And so I would bring everything you got if I'm Columbus, try to get to this football.
Wells is the only man back. 10 men up on the line of scrimmage coming after this punt from the special teams player of the week in the UFL, Colby Wadman. Here they come. Wadman gets rid of this punt. And a bang punt all the way out to the 33-yard line. Wells trying to find some space. And 1 second remains on the clock before halftime here in Birmingham.
It's good management right there by Ted Ginn, right? Get yourself to at least get a chance at blocking that punt.
We went in for an IV, but we're just kneeling on it here. Well, regular. Let's go regular and kneel. Regular.
Take it in. So no drama left in this one. They're just going to halftime.
Here you go. Hey, victory. Hurry, ready? Hey, get on the line. Here you go. Hurry. Sit hurt.
And halftime has arrived in Birmingham, and Columbus
with an injury, their center, so they're battling a bit of a rotation right now on their offensive line.
Deon Kane head over heels at the 35-yard line. He saw that opening, and he knows, Joel, he was 1 player away from a touchdown.
There was a big lane right in the middle of the field. You're exactly right. And then it was just closed down right there. Good tackle. Going low. Kane almost broke that one. That was Michael Lawson, number 41, who came in low. Good tackle right there. Took both legs away from Kane as he was trying to go down the middle of the field.
Well, you saw it in the shot. If it wasn't for Michael Lawson, the only man back was Jonah Dalmas.
And he was just signed this week, so he was like, no way, I'm going to have to make a tackle right now.
Over the middle, nice catch by Snoop Connor with one hand, then he gets close to first down yardage. He's got the first down at the 46.
Beautiful catch right there. You know, Snoop Connor again, Davis Price and Snoop Connor are going to have to shoulder the load from the running back position without Anthony McFarland. Beautiful job going out with that right hand, bringing that ball in, and then getting upfield for a first down.
Good. Monday, sit up. Hey, what's up?
It's Connor on first down, and he's stymied. A loss of 1 on the play.
Downhill.
Man, they just cannot get that run game going at all. And credit Columbus's defense. You know, this front 7 has been very good, but you see Ty Davis Price only 5 carries, 13 yards. Jaden Mickens only 1 catch. They need to get the ball to Deon Kane. Mickens obviously was a guy that they were looking to quite a lot. He had a lot of production since DTR came in as a starting quarterback with 19 catches over those 3 games, but just unable to get anything going.
2nd and 10. DTR down the sideline. That jump ball incomplete. He wanted Daewood Davis, and Nehemiah Shelton out there kind of cut off the route, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, this is what A.J. McCarron was talking about, just not being in a rhythm, because this ball should have been completed. Davis has a win right here at the corner, but that ball was thrown to his inside shoulder. If it's thrown to the outside, you know, it doesn't matter if there's pressure or anything, and he didn't really have anything in his face. If that ball is to the outside shoulder, that's going to be a completion and a 1st down. So a miss right there from Dorian Thompson-Robinson. As you see these defensive leaders for Columbus, they've done a nice job on this side of the ball.
Well, as A.J. McCarron told Jenny, just trying to get Dorian Thompson-Robinson back in rhythm. He was kind of out of sync in that first half.
Hey, what's up?
3rd down and 10.
There you go.
Pressure again, and down he goes. He has been under constant siege as Jacoby Windman, who was just signed this week, gets his 1st sack.
So Adrian Ely, number 73, comes in. He's trying to fill the shoes of Mason Brooks. He's going to be your right tackle, and we've seen this pressure now several times from that side. Just no chance for Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Ely cannot handle that right side, and now backed way up and have to punt it away.
Wadman to boot it. Pressure comes, and he just got rid of it. I don't know how he got that ball out between 3 Aviators. Gets a wonderful roll, and this punt will roll down inside the...
As far as, you know, from politician to being a coach to, you know, being a dad, we talk about, you know, personal stuff all the time like that. So just to see him grow at different levels, man, it's a sight to see, man. It's a beautiful blessing.
Well, thank you so much for chatting. Thanks for being here.
Yes, ma'am, man. Listen, y'all stay tuned. We're coming out with our new season for the podcast, The Dynasty. New one start up in June, so we got 2 weeks off, and we back to work.
I'll be listening. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So you know that's a guy who's done podcasting for a while, because he even had the tease for the next season built into the conversation. That's smart promotional opportunity there for Trent Richardson.
Yeah, those two do it with Chris Stewart. It's all on Alabama football, obviously, and shoot, man, that's a religion down there, you know. There's going to be all sorts of pressure on Kalen DeBoer and their new quarterback, whoever it is, for this next season.
Clinton thought about going over the middle, pulled it down at the last minute, tried to outlet to Lovett, and it's 2nd and 10.
It's one of the only programs in the country where you can go to the playoffs, win a playoff game, and everyone's like, that wasn't good enough. You know? So, this is the leaders here for Columbus so far today. Jalen McClendon, 10 of 13 for only 82 yards. He did throw that 1 interception. I will say he has not thrown a ball over 10 yards today. That's something that we talked about coming into this game. And if I'm Birmingham's defense, I want to try to force him to throw the football over the top.
It's a draw play, Lovett not finding much space. And to your point about that passing game, still the leading receiver today for Columbus is their guard, Chris Glazer.
Yeah, which at the end of the day, he's your leading receiver. You probably got serious problems. Lovett has 3 catches out of the backfield for 21 yards. But at some point, they're going to have to throw the football down the field. And listen, at times, it's not even about if it's completed or not. It's just, do you have a willingness to do so? These safeties are creeping up near the line of scrimmage. It's been hard to run the football for this Columbus team.
It's 3rd and 9 for Columbus. 3 for 8 on 3rd down. McClendon in trouble. Down he goes. Twisted to the turf once more. Fatukasi with his 2nd sack of the season.
This is a great rush from Fatukasi here. He's going to go up and then back and under, but look at the coverage in the back end. See how they're just sitting there? No one getting depth. There's nowhere to go with the football because of the unwillingness to throw the football down the field. The safeties, who are technically back, are just sitting flat-footed, knowing that McClendon is not going to go down the field.
So Robbins on to punt once more for Columbus. 45 and no further goes Jimmy iPad, telling him, hey, you've got a little space to move up in the pocket. We'll see if you can do that. 1st down. Low throw pulled in at the 49 by Justin Ross, and it's second down.
And the offensive line issues, I mean, it's a lot of health issues. Mason Brooks is out today, their starting right tackle. Preload, their starting tackle, is on injured reserve. We've seen Andrew Rame, their center, he's out, so you got a backup center in there. Number 53, Noah Johnson, and Noah Henderson. He comes in, he's going to play left tackle over there, so a little bit of a patchwork offensive line right now for Birmingham.
Hey, what's up?
And second and 7. Man pressure, and he finds Mickens on the sideline of the 41 of Columbus. That's a first down for Jaden Mickens, DTR's favorite target since joining these Stallions.
Well, as we know, it starts all with the protection. So this offensive line, they do their job here, and they present a clean pocket for Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who can just get to that first read. And there's Mickens. Again, Mickens is a guy who's his favorite target. Last week, 6 of the 12 catches went to Mickens. He had 6 for 82 and a touchdown.
2 for 33 today, 40 catches on the season for Mickens. On first and 10, to the sideline, plucked out of the air by Justin Ross, and that's another first down to the Columbus 30-yard line as we check in with Jenny Taft.
Everybody's doing their part right now.
We mentioned Jaden Mickens as a favorite target. Guys, he's one of my favorites to talk to. He always has a smile on his face, just loves the game. And earlier today, I said, you're always so happy or so positive, encouraging the guys. He goes, you got to remember, this is my second job. I was fortunate. I made some money while in the league. I own a club. I'm in real estate. I have a daycare. I do this because I love the game, and I want to help the younger guys. He's 32. He's the veteran of this team, and boy, he's a special leader for the Stallions.
And you're right, he's always got a smile on his face. His DTR will keep it, goes nowhere. Stopped at the 29-yard line.
Columbus needs to adjust here, because now you see the adjustment from Birmingham, right? DTR is trying to get the ball out to his first read right away on all these short passes.
Here we go. Let's
and
go,
similar
boys.
on the other side of the ball
Right
with the Birmingham defense. I keep saying, hey, get up near the line of scrimmage. Well, Columbus, same thing. Take away those early completions, those quick completions. If they're able to do that, this pass rush will get home on DTR.
Hey, Jay, you got to go. Sit on. Hey, what's up?
On the roll. Kyle, he'll throw to the end zone. Wide open touchdown, Jordan Thomas. He could have fair caught that touchdown, and Birmingham on top.
I love this play design, because they're going to sneak Thomas from this right side. So he's lined up as the tight end right here, and then he's just going to sneak through as Thompson rolls out to the right, and then the defense just loses him right there. He's trying to get that almost a screen back to the left side, and Jordan Thomas is wide open, and you're right. He could have fair caught that one, and he's got some time to throw, almost 4.5 seconds, and they're able to get the ball down the field for a touchdown on the missed assignment in that defensive secondary.
So it's Anders Carlson on the try for point. And the kick makes it 7.
That game only 7 here through 2.5 quarters, but finally starting to heat up after that last touchdown.
Jalen Moore across the 30, and out comes the Columbus offense. A little pushing and shoving after the play, as Tompkins will head back to the Columbus sideline. Let's go and check in with Jenny Taft.
All right, Dorian, I know you're dialed into what's happening on the field, but just in terms of getting that touchdown and the buildup, I know there was some frustration in the first half, but what went into the execution?
Yeah, I think, you know, obviously they've done a great job defensively over there. Give those guys credit with Cap and what he's doing with those guys schematic-wise. They're doing a little bit of stuff that we didn't see on first, second down, and really on third down with pressure. So now that we got in at halftime, we made some adjustments and came out looking a lot cleaner.
Keep it going.
Thank you. Go Stallions, baby. Hey! Hey!
So now a little frustration on the other end. McClendon trying to get the play in.
Gotta go. Here you go. Hey, half right. Brown coming Utah Monday. Ready? Come on, come on, come on.
Not the way you want to start a drive here.
Here you go. Sit. 180. What's that?
Wandre White picks up 2. It'll bring up second down.
They just cannot get that run game going, can they? And they have to. That's the thing. They don't have a down-the-field passing attack. Again, McClendon has not even thrown a ball over 10 yards, and if they can't run the football, they don't win games. In their 5 losses, they have not been able to run the football very well. In their 2 wins, they've been able to dominate in the line of scrimmage. And Birmingham, this defensive front 7, led by Kabai Tazzino and Tay Crowder, they've just held them in check.
Second down on the ground again, swallowed up in the backfield. Waiting for a hole to open that never did. Zaquandre White ran right into the arms of Deontay Johnson, and it's 3rd and long.
Yeah, Deontay Johnson has been really good here today, but you see all these Stallions up near the line of scrimmage, and it's just a total whiff. The guard and Toa, 35, the fullback, just completely whiff on the linebacker, and there's Deontay Johnson, and he's the beneficiary. He's in the backfield for another stop.
18 rushes, 42 yards. That's 2.3 yards per carry for Columbus. Quite simply, they've got to have better production on the ground to win games. 3rd and 11. McClendon jumped on as he throws that football incomplete. That was Fatukasi, who had designs on his 2nd sack, and he almost climbed up McClendon.
This Birmingham defense came into this ball game last in the league with only 11 sacks in the first 7 games. And how about that? He just jumps right into his face. They've already gotten 4 sacks today. Another pressure there on 3rd down. But again, it's because of these long yardage situations. Columbus is not built to throw the ball down the field, and Birmingham's pass rush, they've taken advantage.
These 2 teams play each other in back-to-back weeks. The rematch in Columbus next week. From the 15-yard line, Barber trying to find some space.
I'm so impressed by watching you cheer on your son all day. Now, I got to give you some love. You recently retired from the Navy. 25 years, 40 days? Yeah. Tell me about your service. Truly, thank you for what you do.
It was an honor and a privilege to give 25 years of service to the world's greatest Navy. So rewarding. I was glad that I was able to give back to my country.
Yeah. We're lucky to have women like you serving for us and moms like you. Look, you've been at every single game. Cheering on Noah. Tell me about the commitment to football, Mom.
It's important for me to be here. It's important for me to show him my support and my love. It's important for me to be behind him, his biggest fan, his biggest supporter. I'm going to do it. Wherever he's at is where I'm going to be.
What makes the UFL so special in watching this part of his football journey?
This is our transition. We're going to the NFL, all right? This is just a stepping stone for us. We're enjoying it. We are loving it, but we're headed to the NFL.
Simone, I'm inspired by you. Thank you again for your service. Thanks for being here.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me. Yeah.
All right, let's go, Noah.
How great is Simone Odom? Outstanding. 25 years plus of service in the United States Navy as an officer. Great energy. And got to have somebody like that backing you all the way, and Noah Henderson's got good support.
I think Jenny just found a new best friend.
I think so too. DTR in some trouble, off balance. He'll just throw this one away.
DTR tried to float over to the left side, right behind his left tackle, Noah Henderson, who does a nice job here. He's locking up that left side. Haba, who we've seen get pressure on the other side, can't get anywhere near the quarterback there as DTR is able to throw that one away.
Noah Henderson spent a little time in Bills camp in 2023. He's been in the UFL 3 years now. Been with Arlington, been with Memphis. Now obviously with Birmingham. 3rd down and 10. Here comes pressure. DTR to the sideline, incomplete. He was trying to connect with Jabri Barber, and it's 4th down. Columbus gets the 3 and out, and pressure again on the Stallions quarterback.
Yeah, and they've just been on over here. You know, Ely has just been getting run by on this right side, and Henderson gives up a pressure over there on the left side as well. And that's what DTR has been lamenting on the sideline all day long, is that pressure. He can't get to the second read. He can't attack that defense the way that he wants to because of the quick pressure by this front 7 of the Columbus Aviators.
Wadman to punt, Aesop. Winston is the deep man.
just walked down the field.
Winston having a back pedal. Excellent punt from Watt. Drives it back inside the 10. Slips down at the 5. Winston able to get back up and make something positive as he stopped shy of the 20-yard line and a timeout in Birmingham. 2:40 to play.
Giving up only 17 in each. That's a big reason why they've gotten their last 2 wins, is the improvement on the defensive side of the ball. And we're seeing that again here today.
180! What's that?
Tell Evan not to walk up in there. Hit it from depth. What is it? Big nickel.
4-yard gain on the play. Brings up second down. He is 6 for Columbus.
Second what now? 5.
I love he's just going old school signals. He's like, I don't really want to use the helmet comms.
You're safe! 180! What's that?
Go right here. Mint Jack 2 hammer. Mint Jack 2 hammer. Mint Jack 2 hammer.
Here you go. They going to cover 2. He gonna set. 180! What's that? Hey, Z!
That's great fight from Jaquandre White to get that first down. It was completed short of the sticks. Here you see Birmingham, they're going to roll back into a cover 2, try to disguise that coverage a little bit. McClendon gets to the check down, and White, he's going to be short at contact, but then the extra fight right here, he's able to just get himself loose, spinning to the left. Kevin Schurer, once that stop, doesn't get it, and Columbus converts.
That's off on number 4. White.
But again, just nothing down the field. Everything is short. Zaquandre White, love it out of the backfield. That's all they're getting right now out of the passing game.
Here you go. Hey,
No. I think they're going to let this one just go.
Here you go. Set. 180. What's that?
Columbus, the running back, he gets the carry and still trying to find something on the ground. There just has not been anything there today for Columbus.
I thought you had a cutback.
These defensive tackles, Isaiah Coe, Jaden Peavy, they've been really good in the interior. You took a look at the Aviators offense. I've been talking about this all day. You know, they just don't get the ball down the field. The last play that they've had that was 10 or more yards was with 4:15 left in the first quarter. You know, one of those was to their offensive lineman, Chris Glazer. You know, at some point, you've got to just throw the ball down the field.
Third down and 5. Bring a little pressure, it's picked up. The quick toss to Kiki Chisholm, and Chisholm with a first down. Still fighting for yardage across the 45 and down to the 47-yard line. There's a 10-plus yard play, 14 on that one.
Yeah, they needed it badly, and again, too much cushion on the outside here from the corner. And Ryan Cooper needs to come up and defend that a lot more closely because, again, there's no threat down the field. And you got to understand what the down and distance is in the situation and understand that Columbus is going to throw that ball short. They do complete it, and a nice run after the catch for the conversion.
Yeah. Come on. You go, set. 180. What's that?
From the 47 on first down, and the handoff is to Lovett, and Lovett going nowhere. He is driven back by Fatukasi, who's played a whale of a game today for Birmingham.
You know, these tackles have kept all the double teams at bay, and that's what has allowed Fatukasi, Crowder, Tizino, Deontay Johnson, all these linebackers that have gotten in for Birmingham so far today. They've been able to roam free and make these tackles, and they've done a heck of a job. And I think it starts up front with those tackles on the interior.
That's Martin in motion on 2nd down and 10. McClendon to the sideline, and he finds Wells diving to make the play at the 47. But remember, that play takes him across midfield, so the punt's now out of the equation for Columbus.
McClendon's going to jog off the field hill. They'll go with Jalen Morton, the quarterback. Remember, he's 6'4", 225 pounds. When he's in the game, it's generally quarterback run, that read game in the backfield, and he's very good at it.
He's thrown one pass all year. It was incomplete.
What does Bronco look like?
And the flip forward to the motion tight end, Gunnar Oaks, and it goes nowhere. He'll lose a yard.
And as you said, going to have to go for it here. Trying to get a little misdirection, and they can't get it to Gunnar Oaks. Where does Todd Haley go now?
Check that. Detroit, dude. Go the Springer Boss Bravo. Detroit.
It's 4th down. It's
Here you go. A flood left slide. Black Springer Boss Rubble. Monday, ready? Black Springer Boss Rubble. Black Springer Boss.
4th and 5. Giant play in this game early in the 4th quarter.
180.
It's Tawa trying for the first down yardage, and the power at the end of the run got him the exact distance he needed.
I knew that was going to 2. I should have told you.
What a run from
Tawa.
The physicality there right at the line to gain, getting himself that extra half yard.
Here you go.
And Columbus goes with the run game on 4th and 5, and they convert after not being able to run the football really at all. Good cutback right there. Then that contact against Trey Norwood, and he wins the battle.
Brown White Cadillac.
This is developing into a Columbus style of drive. Their 17th drive of 10 plays or more this year. 1st and 10. McClendon under pressure. Steps up, he'll throw down the sideline. Too tall for Chisholm, who had coverage blanketed on him from Ryan Cooper. Let's go back to that 4th down run from Toa Tawa, though. What power at the end.
Yeah, and just determination. He knows he's got to get there, and he's contacted a yard short, and he's able to just get across that 43-yard line. Right here, there's nothing going on the left side. He finds that little seam in the defense, and he's able to get himself free for a first down. What a great run there. I thought McClendon on that first down, I thought he had a chance to run. He probably could have picked up 7 or 8 at a minimum. Decided to try to get the big play down the field. That's the first time he's thrown the ball over 10 yards down the field all day.
On 2nd and 10, off play action. Clean pocket for McClendon. Nobody open. Now he'll tuck and run, and he's tripped up as he falls forward near the 35.
Finally trying to take a shot there on a big, heavy play action. Get a little bit of a run game going. Go with the play action. But Birmingham's defense was ready for it. He does a nice job there getting what he can get and producing an easier 3rd down right here. Good protection by this offensive line, and it just doesn't have it down the field. Good job by the safety staying deep. But McClendon is able to get down there, and now they've got a 3rd and short.
Bronco or Nato. Nato.
Play clock under 5. Gonna have to hurry.
180. One time.
Just got the snap on 3rd and 4. McClendon flushed again. He'll take. McClendon falls short of the first down. And now 4th down and a decision. You've got a brand new kicker. You're down 4 with 9 to play.
Is that my fault or yours?
Looks like Ted Ginn's going to trot out his brand new kicker, Jonah Dalmas. And he was true earlier today. This one's a bit longer. I believe it's going to be, what is this, 55?
It's going to be a 55-yard try. for Dalmas. His long at Boise State was 56. Hit from 48 earlier today. Scooped up down the sideline, roaming is Gilmore. Gilmore, nice move, on the run. Gilmore all the way in for Birmingham.
The second straight week we've seen Birmingham with a giant block field goal. Last week, Dallas had a chance to win the game. The last play of regulation, Birmingham was able to block that kick, and here it's the pressure off the edge. Great jump right here, and he's able to extend. He blocks it and gets the scoop and score. Great job in front, getting some of those blocks. He had a cut back in there, right there on Gunnar Oaks, and then he trots into the end zone, and this Birmingham defense does it themselves. It's been a defensive battle today for both of these teams, and that's the biggest play of the day. What a job by Stephen Gilmore.
Did it all on that one.
Keep playing, dog. Keep playing.
And Stephen Gilmore has given Birmingham a now 14-3 lead. And a first down from the 47 for McClendon and the Aviators offense.
180.
McClendon jumps it over the middle, incomplete. Wanted to try to get it to Gunnar Oaks, and he zipped it past him.
Second down.
Well, A.J. McCarron's got to be thrilled with the way this defense has played and providing them with a score. And like I said last week, really the reason that they were able to win that game against Dallas. Dallas had jumped out to a 10-0 lead. Offense hadn't done really anything through the first three quarters. They came alive, tied the game up, but it was a blocked field goal to end the game in regulation that allowed them to go and win it in overtime. And here, the biggest play of the day, that blocked field goal, scooped and scored for a touchdown.
Second and 10. McClendon a strike inside the 35 with a first down to Tay Martin. One of the prettiest throws of the day for McClendon.
Yeah, they hadn't done anything in the passing game, and now all of a sudden you get this little crossing route right here, and McClendon sees it perfectly. They're trying to play man defense in that secondary, and Tay Martin is a great mismatch for you in man defense. You can see the speed, create some separation, and gets the catch.
First down and 10 at the 33. McClendon will step up into the pocket, jumps this pass. He had a man in Martin wide open inside the 10 and just couldn't get it to him.
And it looked like Martin was looking for a flag, some sort of like illegal contact down the field. Here's Martin, he's in the slot again, and he's going to be working similar route right down the seam. And as he gets a little bit of contact from Trey Norwood, and that's what he was looking for here, was a little illegal contact flag, but I think that ball was in the air at the point that he got contacted, which, as we heard before from our command center and Dean Blandino, that would not be a foul.
180.
Second and 10 over the middle. McClendon short to Martin, who's down at the 29-yard line. 6.5 to play, down 11, obviously in 4-down territory.
You know, they're not a quick strike offense. You said it earlier, Kev. 17 drives of 10 plays or more coming into today's ball game, and here they're on another long march trying to get a score.
Auburn two-hammer.
75 feet to go. You got a Casio.
Final instructions, the Aesop Winston in the slot left.
You go set. 180.
Third and 6, they bring pressure. It's picked up. McClendon checks it short. Nice grab, but a better tackle in the middle of the field. And guess who? Stephen Gilmore. What a day he is having for Birmingham.
There he is again. That's a great tackle right there. Produces a fourth down, but Columbus is going to have to go for this one, and it's a shorter yardage. I would think that they would possibly go with Jalen Morton. No, they're going to stay with McClendon on the field here. Todd Haley will go normal offense, trying to get this conversion.
Zero, trips right open, Zen. 130, Z said, let's see it. Monday, ready? 130.
Last fourth down, they ran it with Tawa. They needed 5 for that one. This time it's White.
Got to force him to throw it deep, Kev. You've got to be up in the face of these wide receivers. That's what it looks like they're doing.
Oh, and he's got to use a timeout. That play clock was down to 0, and McClendon has to burn a valuable timeout with 5:18 to go in the fourth.
Columbus.
Listen. Tell them, because when I'm in the linebackers get even. If we run Brown Bono out of gun, I will get a yard. You get what I'm saying? Like, because I'm going to hit it. Like, I ain't got to come down. Now the linebacker's slowing, bro. It's a yard. But we can do it.
Penetration on short yardage. There's nowhere to go. And Zaquandre White was furious because you can see he wants the lane. It's there as long as they get the tackles blocked. Here's White on the sideline, and he's so angry. He's got his helmet off. And once he takes a look at the iPad, he's going to go over and show the offensive lineman. He's saying, look, he split 3 of you. We've got to take care of that. And he's exactly right. The offensive line has got to take care of the inside gap on short yardage. They don't do it. And Birmingham gets their 10th tackle for loss of the game and a huge stop on 4th down.
Well, so frustrating because Zaquandre White lobbied to get that ball, lobbied for that carry, and then could not convert on it with the breakdown up front. Now for Birmingham, they'd love to be able to run this football and establish a little bit of time of possession, but they've struggled on the ground today against this Aviators defense.
They sure have, and you know, this is what makes football the greatest team game that there is. You know, you're playing basketball, and yeah, you can just be like, hey, give me the ball, I'll make the shot, I'll, you know, go one-on-one, whatever it is. You can't do that if you're Zaquandre White. So you lobby for the carry, but part of that is trusting those guys up front that they're going to do their job. They don't, and he had no chance on that carry. And you can see the frustration over there for Zaquandre White. He's a guy that, I tell you, man, he plays with a lot of juice and a lot of effort. He's done a nice job out of the backfield as a receiver today with 3 catches, but only 1.3 yards per carry. And you can see if they get that block, it's there. He's going to get the first down. And
offensive lineman being helped to the sideline. This is Tyrese Robinson, who heads to the bench, not putting any weight on that left leg. This is a mash unit at the highest level of the offensive line for the Stallions right now.
What's that?
2nd and 7. Nice move by Snoop Connor, and an ankle tackle keeps him from the first down. Tony Fields saved a much bigger gain for Snoop Connor.
Good run. Great vision from Snoop Connor. And now this becomes a massive play right here at 3rd and 1 because Columbus needs the ball a couple of times. If you're able to drag this clock down inside of 3 minutes on this series, it becomes very difficult for the Aviators, who, again, they rely on those long series, Kev. So, again, this is the biggest play of the game right here.
3rd down and 1.
We're good.
Aviators know, look at that buddy up near the line of scrimmage.
They'll run into it anyway with Snoop Connor, who gets the first down. They haven't been able to run the ball all day, Joel, but when it mattered the most, Snoop Connor has delivered 2 good runs.
I love this blocking scheme because rather than block down, they're just going to trap the interior with the tight end. And then they do a great job, perfect job by Zach Johnson. You see 68, he was taking 2 in there, just fighting off 2 Aviators at the line of scrimmage, trying to provide his back with just a little space, and Dorian Thompson-Robinson lets everybody know that that's a first down.
Oh, and remember that timeout that Columbus had to call when the play got in late at about the 5.5 mark on that last drive. Boy, does that loom large right now.
What's that?
First down, a burst, and almost slithered free. Ty Davis Price, 1 man away from breaking a big gain.
They don't want to play, Cal.
DTR is giving the Columbus sideline the business. He's talking to Captain Mutterland right now. That's what he's talking to, and he's yelling at Captain Mutterland, the defensive coordinator for the Aviators, that his defense doesn't want to play, and he says keep looking at the clock because they want to run this thing down. Dorian Thompson-Robinson won't snap this until about 3-2 on the play clock.
41's coming. Hey, what's that?
2nd and 6. Davis Price again up the middle into the arms of Ron Stone Jr. and a 1-yard gain.
The left cut, I'm telling you.
Stoppage
all the dogs,
now
I'm telling you.
with a time. Nope, the clock's going to continue to run. Like it's stopped for a moment.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Just trust me. Hey, they're slicing and bringing the backer to get me. So nobody's on.
Now a
There's really a
timeout
gap
for
between the
Columbus.
end,
They've got one
crashing,
remaining.
and the back.
Second charge time of the half.
Hey,
Columbus.
look, yeah, but look.
He split 2:31 back in the game clock. 2:31 on the game clock.
So you see the stakes for Birmingham. A win puts them even with Louisville. Again, a loss by Columbus does not eliminate them, thanks in part to some of the activity over the course of this weekend.
Yo, Tony,
everybody is still going to be alive for a playoff spot going into the penultimate week of action in Week 9 next week.
Okay. And then move up to under. I'll make sure. Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Anything stupid, I'm yanking your ass out the game.
Once you get outside the box, give me eyes. Yep.
3rd and 5.
I'm telling you to cut this ball and back. No, you got to go on left. You got to all go on left. Flush down, I can get water. Hey,
one timeout of the 2-minute warning, the only stoppages Columbus has left to work with.
Here we go. White, sit up. Hey, what's up?
On 3rd down, DTR dancing around, fires. It is short of the first down at the 45-yard line.
That is not what you wanted to do. You know, they were trying to give Dorian Thompson-Robinson the option there to run or throw. The problem is you go out of bounds short of the first down, and now Columbus gets to save that timeout. They'll wait till the 2-minute warning, and they'll get the ball back. Now, granted, they got to go fast. Clock is going to run. Outside of 2 minutes.
On a hot afternoon in Birmingham, still to climb for the Aviators.
Colby Wadman has been sensational the last couple of weeks. He's been great today. Let's see if he can pin him down inside of the 10-yard line.
And we've got movement up front, and a false start will back up Birmingham by 5.
False start. Kicking team, number 3. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
So Lance Boykin moving a little early, and it's 4th and 7.
You know, that's big, because if Columbus comes after this and just has a running into the kicker, then it's still 4th down. It doesn't give them a first down, so it allows you as a rusher to be a bit more aggressive, knowing that you're not going to give the ball right back to Birmingham if you were to bump the kicker.
Good protection of Wadman. He gets rid of this ball on the run across the 40, and a big hit at the 45-yard line with a full head of steam. Michael Lawson had designs on an even bigger return, but he gets popped, and Columbus to work. Tizino with a hit.
Yeah, but that's great field position. And, I mean, this is a big hit from Tizino, but this was almost broken right there. He gets past Tizino, and he's going to be all the way down the field. So a nice return for Columbus, exactly what they needed now. A timeout left, a minute 51, clock will stop. If you get a first down, clock obviously stops if you get out of bounds. So a lot of time here, but you need to score quickly, and keep in your back pocket. You've got that 4th and 12 to get the ball back here in a 2-possession game.
180, what time?
On 1st down and 10. Tipped at the line and incomplete. McClendon trying to go over the middle, and that gets batted down at the line. Looks like T.J. Carter got a ball on it.
Leave it how it is. Here you go. Hey, trip stuff open. Hop. 53, all go block. Monday, ready? Yeah. Hop. It's going to be hot. Here you go. Set. 180. What time?
McClendon on 2nd and 10. Across it's Chisholm. And Chisholm down at the 49. Minute 38 and counting to go.
I mean, you can't.
Hey,
it does nothing for you. The clock still runs. The ball's got to go past the chains or outside of the numbers.
Here you go. Set up.
3rd and 7. McClendon down the sideline. Oh, he had a man open and Antoine Wells. They couldn't hook up, but it's 4th down.
Trying to find that hole shot against cover 2. Safety's back. Corner is going to play underneath. And you're trying to find Juice Wells just right there, and Wells just kind of slows up. You see him out of his break. He got on the outside of Stephen Gilmore and slowed up just a little bit. If he's on his horse, that's probably a catch and a big one.
Monday, ready? Yeah.
So now 4th down and 7 in the ball game right here for Columbus.
Here goes set. 180. Watch out.
4-man rush. McClendon. Ball deflected at the line. It's intercepted into the hands of Tay Crowder and the Birmingham defense. They've been the story all day, and the Stallions deliver in the crunch again. A 14-3 lead and a turnover with the pick for Crowder.
And Kev, it's appropriate that it's the defensive line that comes up with this play because they have had pressure on McClendon all day long. This defensive line has been tremendous. 5 sacks, 10 tackles for loss. Now they've gotten 2 interceptions on the day, and here again just more pressure. Ball batted up into the air, and it's a pick for the Stallions, and they're going to win this game. That defensive line has been outstanding, and again, this defense, they came into this ball game last in the league in total defense, last on 3rd down, last in sacks, and they have been all over McClendon and this Aviators backfield.
And the knee taken by Dorian Thompson-Robinson, and the Stallions' rise continues. They looked absolutely dead in the water, Joel, after the first few weeks of this season. And with a win today, Birmingham back to even 500 and right back in the playoff picture.
That's right, and they have the tiebreak over Louisville, so they'll slide into that 4th spot in the playoffs after their 3rd straight win.
They go to Columbus next week. They face the Gamblers to close the season. Birmingham with the easiest remaining schedule in the UFL. And A.J. McCarron's team is trending upward. And a 14-3 win over Columbus moves them to 4-4 on the season.
Jacket, helmet on. Good job, Coach.